Get your head down and drive. Come on, go with him. Come on, go past him. Don't get behind him, go past him. Go on, get with him now. Get up. You hold him off. Don't let him get past. Half a minute. You can take him. Go past him. Go past him. 8 seconds to go. Come on. Stop.
As an athlete, you're very intimately aware of not just the external part of the body, the cosmetic side of things, but how the body functions, what is necessary to achieve X, Y or Z. Intuition is the balance of those things, of knowing yourself, knowing what's happened in the past, how you can deal with certain situations, and how you would react to certain situations. Very difficult to explain really, but it's something along those lines, of being honest. Not lying to yourself. I think that is important.
Cream crackers. She's that good, huh?
I mean, it's something suspect though. All these games seem very close.
Yeah.
I think it's probably done him a world of good because his attitude is already changing this weekend. He's much more aggressive and much more happy than he was, say, a week or two ago.
Go to the funds run, Harry, for another pint.
He's held up against some of the lads here in very good condition, and you certainly wouldn't have thought that Steve had been off for 3 months. Some of that period, you know, he was not even healthy as a human being, let alone as an athlete. Yeah, he's held up very well this weekend.
Lunch hour.
CBS are coming. Good.
It's coming, or here. Still in flight. That's what we're waiting for.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, when you ask questions, we would like you to tell us who you are and who you represent, because we are actually interested to actually find out what sort of calibre of questions some of you ask. So if it's and who you actually represent represent with those calibre of questions. Okay, who's going to kick off, gentlemen?
Andy, sitting on the Daily Express, wouldn't it be a good idea to get the photographers to do their job and then let the press do their interview?
Thank you, Sydney.
Well done, Sydney.
Yes, sure, I'll move. And then,
Gentlemen, would you shake hands? Shake hands, yeah. Look up this way. Just over here.
Where did all that hatred of the press business start?
I don't think that it's a hatred of the press. I think it was a case of
certain pressmen upset him, and so he reacted by saying, look, I'm not going to talk to you, I don't have to. You don't own me, I'm an individual, I can do what I want. And I think to justify their failure with their editors, certain members of the press adapted a certain attitude and created a certain picture which of the individual, which certainly eventually got out of hand, and there was a complete pass over, we're not talking and he's not talking, and life's getting a bit dangerous if that's so.
Steve, could you tell us in your own words now how the injury is going and how fit you are?
Yeah, sure. Well, I think I'm progressing very well, actually. The key factor to that, or my understanding of that, is that I went to Merthyr Mawr last weekend, which is a very strenuous place to go to, even when you're fairly fit. And I went through a fairly rigorous training program, which was indicative of the sort of shape that I'm in. And I think it was very satisfying for me to go there, train hard, come home, obviously be tired, but to know that I'm in that sort of shape. So things are going, better than I could have expected, definitely.
Would you think that this series of 3 races will prove once and for all which of you is the better runner?
But to me,
Yes, please. First.
I'm hoping that they will. First of all, they will be 3 very fine races. Not only, as Steve said, not only just including us, but including world-class fields. And I'd like to think that they turned out to be the centrepiece of this season. To prejudge at the beginning of May positions and places, I think, is a bit futile. But obviously comparisons are going to be made. That's understandable at the end of the season. But we've also European Championships and all sorts of things. So it's a very long season.
Well, gentlemen, I don't think what we run, you'll always try and compare us or try and say that one is better than the other. So I think what we're just doing is what we do best, and that's just race over 3 distances, which I think is an intriguing situation, especially 3 different distances. It's a throwback to the eras of the Water Georges racing at Stamford Bridge, sort of challenge matches, and it's an intriguing situation. I mean, it's something which interests me a great deal, and I must admit there's not many things left in athletics that really motivates me a great deal now. So it's something which I'm looking forward to in a strange way. I mean, it's slightly different.
Seems incredible they've only raced each other twice before. Years ago in an English schools cross-country race, and both beaten in the 1978 Europeans. And now the 3rd race, the Olympic final, and absolutely nothing to choose between them.